Good morning, my lovely Patreons. I hope you all are doing well. I want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for being a part of my Patreon, for supporting me and for helping me to make it possible for me to create even more magic. So, thank you. So, today let's talk about being a money magnet because we have to see ourselves as a magnet that can attract everything that we want. And one thing that we need in life is obviously money. When we are grateful, we are attracting more abundance, more wealth. We are becoming richer. When we complain, we attract poverty. We become more annoyed when it comes to money. We get less. We might even lose opportunities or lose money in a way. Or something breaks. It is the golden rule of our life. It is something that's very important to remember. And this fits into your health, it fits into your job, your relationships, and obviously your money situation, yourself. I think we all have tried that when we wake up and we look at ourselves in the mirror and we just get angry or hateful with ourselves, we are going to feel it throughout the day. It's so important to accept what you have, what you are. Be grateful, even if it's a tiny thing, because a tiny thing will become richer. It will become more. So remember, the more grateful you are, no matter what it is, no matter how little you have, the more you will receive. And the same way around, the more you complain about money or anything else, the lesser you will have, or the worse you will feel. So I want to help you guys with a practice today that is turning these complaints about money into you feeling grateful, you acting on gratitude. And it is energy that's going to double the power, that is going to change your circumstances, especially when it comes to money. So the purpose is simply to replace a complaint which is making you feel negative, which makes you feel sad, which makes you feel poorer, with gratitude. And it is in very magical ways going to make you more richer in many ways. And a lot of the times throughout our day, we actually don't think that we complain about money. But if there is a lack of money in our life, it is because we are complaining without realizing it. And complaints does happen through our thoughts, but also with our words. And like I have spoken about before, we have so many negative thoughts in our mind every day. We are not even aware of the thoughts that we have in our head. And any complaining, negative, jealous, worried thoughts or words about money are literally creating more poverty in your life, more lack, more worry, more sadness. You are becoming more and more isolated. There's less and less sunshine getting in through the room that you're sitting in, it's getting more and more dark. And of course, the biggest complaint in our life comes from us actually having to pay bills, or if we have to spend money. If we want or not, we kind of complain a lot about it. I think we all have been at a point where if we don't have enough money and we have to pay bills, it can really be a difficult thing. So it can be a hard thing. It can be a thing that makes us angry. And sometimes with this energy, it seems like there's more bills to be paid, or there's more things that we need to pay than, what actually comes in. So you actually overlook all the money that comes into your life. You overlook all the gratitude because you just focus on the bills. If you think about it, how many times do you think about bills that you have to pay throughout the day? Or groceries that you have to buy? If you buy something, do you think about, oh man, why is this so expensive? If you're paying for a service, if you're loaning money to someone, or if someone owes you money, it's a repeating energy, it's a repeating thought that keeps locking us in becoming rich. A rich person wouldn't think about how expensive the tomatoes are. They wouldn't think about the new shoes that they wanted. They wouldn't think about paying their bills. So let me remind you about this. If you complain about your bills, then what you are really doing is complaining about money. And again, your complaints keeps you in this poverty, this energy of lack, this energy of I don't have. That is the message that you send out to the universe. I don't have. And the universe can only respond on the same energy you don't have, you don't want to have. So if you want to become richer, you have to practice gratitude. You have to practice a mindset of how easy it is to find solutions when it comes to paying bills, when it comes to finding things to be grateful for. Because if you don't have enough money, the last thing that you would normally do is to actually feel grateful for your bills. But in fact, that is exactly what you have to do to receive more money in your life. And stay with me, because I know some of you guys are going to be like, huh? Like, why should I be grateful for my bills? To have a rich life, you have to be grateful for everything to do with money. And everything has to do with your bills. And hating on your bills is not being grateful. You have to do the opposite, which obviously is to be grateful for what you actually got out of the bills, the services that you have received from those bills. And this could be that you took a loan because you want to go on a vacation. You enjoyed that vacation. It can be your phone bill. Well, you can't really live without your phone, can you? You enjoy your phone. You're talking with your friends, you're texting, you are being social, active on social media, you're checking the news, or, listening to YouTube, whatever it is. And when it comes to paying your rents, obviously you love your house or your apartment or your room, whatever it is that you have. You always get something out of what it is that you're paying for. It's not like you're paying for air. So it's all about bringing this gratitude back for paying the bills. It's such a simple thing to do. And this is something that really changed the game for me. I think it's 2 years ago that I actually started doing this. And I had a lot of bills, I had a lot of paperwork, and in the beginning, finding something to be grateful for was very, very hard. But I remember that I was sitting with a loan that I had taken, and I actually think it was because of LA. And I was looking at it, and I was like, yeah, if it wasn't for this loan, I would not have been able to do this or to do that. And it was amazing memories. And suddenly I found myself actually being grateful for the debt. I was like, yeah, thank you. Thank you for what I actually got out of this. Thank you for the opportunity, first of all, me receiving a loan, because we all know that, it's not always easy to loan money. And it should never, be the first priority. But again, we do things in life and we learn from them. So instead of being negative and being angry with ourselves because we took a loan or whatever it is, be like, thank you for this experience. Thank you for what you brought me. Thank you for allowing me to have, I don't know, $5,000 on my account. You tried that. If that is the case for you too. That feeling of receiving, even through its loaned money. And one thing that I learned from this is that I'm never, ever going to loan money again. I learned my lesson. But I'm also very grateful for the lesson. I'm grateful for the experiences that the lesson brought me. And it made it easier for me to actually be grateful for paying other things. No matter how much it sucks, it will have a very positive, a big effect on your money in your life. You are literally going to become a money magnet, because the universe will be so happy and grateful for your happiness. And it wants to just usher in more things for you to be grateful for. And the thing is with the universe, it doesn't see that you're grateful for bills. No, the universe sees that you're grateful for money. So obviously you're going to receive more money. It's not like the universe is going to be like, oh, she wants to, or he wants to have more bills. No, it's the money aspect. It's the experiences that you're grateful for. So to be grateful for bills, really think about how much you have benefited from, the services or the goods, or whatever that is linked together with the bill. No matter what it is, be grateful that you have a home. Be grateful that you are living in the home, if it's about rent or a mortgage. What if the only way that you could live in a home was by saving up all the money and paying cash for it? What if there was no such thing as, the lending institutions or the places where you could rent? Most of us would probably be living on the streets. So, today really be grateful to have this opportunity to actually be able to rent, to be able to lending money, landlords, everything. The tax people. I know we all hate tax people, right? But they are also just normal people, because they all have actually made it possible for you to live in a home or an apartment that makes it all fun. Maybe not the tax people, but the landlords or the rent people or the institutions or whatever you call it, where you can lend money, or paying off for a phone, or paying off for a laptop, or whatever it is. The same if you're paying a bill for gas, for electricity. Think about the heating or the cooling that you have received, the hot showers, the cold showers, the baths, and all the gadgets that you're able to use because of electricity. The lights. You don't have to sit with candlelights, even though we all like candlelights, right? But electricity just helps us a long way. It uses up the phone that you're using or the laptop that you're using. If you're paying your phone or internet bill, imagine how difficult your life would be if you had to travel the distance to talk with someone, or sending a letter and then wait for a responding letter. Who has time for that anymore? So the internet and our phones really makes it so much more easier for us. And in today, with people being YouTubers or making money through social media, if it wasn't for your phone bills or your internet bills, you wouldn't be able to do that. The same with your car. If you have a car, with the gas that you're paying for, with the car that you're paying for, you can travel long distances faster than you being on a horse or on your legs. Or planes. I think we all have tried to complain about how expensive plane tickets are, but if you think about it, if you think about the costs, all the people that, actually have a job because of you, because you actually paid or bought a plane ticket. So you're doing something for yourself, but you're also doing something for other people. Gratitude. There's so many things that's right there for you that makes your life so much more easier. So be grateful for them. And be grateful that the companies trust you by providing their services before that you have, paid for them. How awesome is that? And ever since that I have learned about this, if I pay bills, I always write thank you, paid. I feel so grateful and happy for being able to actually pay my bills, or buy something, buy tarot cards, buy a book. So do that from now on. Also, after this video, find old bills, old loans, whatever it is that you have, and write thank you, paid. And if I don't have time to write thank you, paid on the bills, I simply say thank you out loud. I get excited. It's something that really has fueled me becoming more richer, being more able to pay more bills. And also another thing, if you have a time where you have a minus on your bank, it's not like the bank is going to throw you out. They're going to be like, okay, well, we will give you this amount of time to, solve it. So again, be grateful for kind of the money that they lend you, because the bill is still paid, even if your account is in minus. But it's also for you to feel this gratitude, to be like, okay, yeah, thank you. I am ready to allow more to come into my life. And when I find myself in a moment where I don't have the money to pay a bill, I still use gratitude. And instead you can write, thank you for the money on the bills. And then once that you have paid it, you can switch it to thank you paid. So today, your task, your practice is to do the same. Take any currently unpaid bills that you have and use gratitude. Use this magical power by writing on them. Write, thank you for the money. And really feel this gratitude for having the money to pay the bill. Whether you have it or not, it doesn't matter, because it's the energy that you put out. It's the energy that you attract. And the same if you are receiving or paying bills online. If you are receiving an online bill, send it to yourself in a mail. Do these practices. Make it fun. Write thank you for the money in the title and send it to yourself. And like I said, find old bills, old paperwork, and write thank you paid. And if you don't need those papers anymore, burn them. Send it out to the universe. The more gratitude that you can feel, the more you will attract money so that you can pay your bills, so that you can become richer. So make it your practice from now on to be grateful. And remember, if you don't have the money to pay a bill, use gratitude and still just write thank you for the money. Thank you for the service. Because with this, you're going to receive so much more. So I hope that you could use this today. But that is going to be my little money magnet practice for you guys today. Again, thank you so much for being a part of my Patreons. I am going to leave you guys to go out there and say thank you for all your bills. And yeah, let me know in a comment how this energy affects you already, because you listening to this already actually brings in gratitude. But with that, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!